You have your nose things in?
No.
Oh, I have mine in.
I slept with them last night, and I had such a good night's sleep.
I don't like sleeping with them because it makes me feel like my nose is like numb.
No, I love it. I get such good air. Like, it's fresh.
Yeah.
That's what fresh air tastes like.
I know, I need to get my cardio. And I'd say my favorite like sport drink would have to be Propel. I like the berry kind. But sometimes I just grab that because it's easier to drink when I'm like on the go. But I normally have these. Say these are like from Ghost, and they're just like hydration sticks. Just sometimes I don't have like, because I'm running late usually. Sometimes I don't have time to like rip it open and like, you know, do all these things. But like when I'm here and home and stuff like that, I like to usually make like either like an ice water with this, or I'll just do like a lot of water bottles because sometimes I haven't drank enough water. But I like to use the hydration sticks because it's only like 5 calories, and you know it's equivalent to a Propel or a Gatorade. And I believe they're gonna have drinks.
Yeah, they have drinks coming out.
Easily accessible, so I won't have to buy these anymore. I'm getting on the call Transcend right now. We're gonna go over my blood work because I've been needing to do this. Hello.
Hi, I know it's been long overdue since we chatted.
Yes.
But I really just want to start off by saying how are you feeling currently with your current protocol? And give me a full rundown.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you updates on how your current blood work's looking versus previous.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to tackle additional protocols, items, and whatnot.
I would definitely say that I would say I haven't felt better, and I would say now that I have honestly like been a little bit more relaxed because I just had surgery, so I was still kind of you know keeping up to date with all my stuff. And I felt that I was able to kind of like I'm able to bounce back a lot faster now because I was you know up to date with all of my stuff. I think that that's just more like it's easier for me to kind of stay on track when I have a routine. So,
right.
But yeah, I'd say I feel great though.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right in. So I have your previous labs pulled up and your current one. And I'm really just going to go section by section, letting you know what looks great, what's improved, what we can do better on, and what's wrong. Starting with your comprehensive, blood count chemistry. So your blood count chemistry, like we've talked about previous, really just tells us a little bit about how your blood's doing, how your immune system's doing. If you were to be sick or have any, kind of seasonal response, we would see it in your blood count. Even if you were having like a higher red blood cell count and we're seeing just an impact from your hormones, we would also see it here. Everything looks great though, just like you did before, you had a very great blood count chemistry. Moving into your metabolic panel. So this whole section identifies your glucose, your kidneys, your electrolytes, and your liver enzymes. One item that was a little bit high for you previous and is also this time is your creatinine. Now, this
my what? What was that?
Really your creatinine. Okay, now what this is like we've talked about before too, is when we have a elevated protein intake, or maybe we're supplementing with creatine, which most are.
Yeah.
That does kind of impact this lab value. Now, it's very, very minimal, but it is also something that, just so you know what that even means, because if you see something high, I know it's like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Super easy. Doesn't mean you have to adjust anything or fix it. Really just keeping hydration high is really going to be in your favor.
Okay, cool.
Okay, any questions so far?
No questions.
Glucose, your electrolytes, and your liver enzymes looked phenomenal.
Oh, yay.
No change or concerns there. So great previous and great this time. So really cool to compare. Moving to our lipid panel. Total cholesterol was at 164. And that's great. Really, we want to stay between the 100 and 199 range, and you're halfway in the middle, which is great.
Okay.
More important to that is really your good cholesterol and your unhealthy cholesterol. Your good cholesterol is your HDL, and that is currently at a 58. previous you were at a 60, so that's actually improved, which
Oh.
is phenomenal. The good thing is the LDL came down too, so your unhealthy cholesterol came down. So really, really happy with how that's looking, and no concerns there.
I'm like surprised. I don't know why. I thought this was gonna be like terrible.
Well, I'm actually really excited about your hormones.
Oh.
So take a listen at this. So in February, February 15th, you were at a less than a 3 for your total testosterone.
That's awful.
This time, with testosterone included, you were at a 30.
30. Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
Did you hear that?
Total testosterone.
Swole as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
And your free testosterone went from a 0.8, so pretty much non-existent, to a 2.2.
Oh, okay. So like, what's like what are healthy, like, what are like more so the healthy ranges for me to kind of like target, would you say? For like women in general.
Between a 13 and a 70 for females your age is where we want to see your total testosterone, and you're at a 30, so quite literally in the middle.
Look at that, transcending lives. That's funny.
And then for the free test, typically we want to see you, upwards of a 4.2, and you're halfway also. You're at a 2.2. So the range really fluctuates from 0 to 4.2. And previous, you were closer to 0. Now you're halfway. So this is huge. Also kind of like applauding your hormones. Your DHEA previous was at a 75.9, which was clinically low. And now with the including DHEA supplementation, you're at a 169. So again, halfway into where we'd like to be at the higher end, and you're much more optimized than previous.
Wow.
That's some gangster shit, man.
Yeah, this is good.
I'm so happy for you.
I feel like this is like teacher conferences, you know?
But you're getting the good review. I never got good
Yeah.
review. I always got, like, they always yelled at my parents, your son doesn't shut up.
Oh, my mom got told I talked too much too.
So now moving into your thyroid function. So previously we kind of looked at this and we were like, all right, it's not the most optimal, but we also we were like, okay, you're going into a cut, food choices are changing. Right now, your active metabolism, so your T3, spring T3, is a little bit suboptimal. Now, this can be due to several different variables. Now, it's 0.1 higher than it was previous, but it's not improved.
Okay.
And so, what I would really be looking to include here, because your inactive metabolism looks great, I really would just like to trial a conservative therapy here where we're looking to include chromium and iodine with our thyroid support.
Okay.
And we have a great one that we're able to provide. And that's really just going to help the conversion of T4 to T3.
Okay.
Now, the reason that may not be happening right now is several things. It could be stress, it could be gut dysfunction, it could be, most of the time it's stress in your life and inflammation. Sometimes when we're dieting, we can down-regulate our thyroid function, meaning just like anything, right? When you decrease your food intake and diet intake, you're kind of also not burning as many calories. So that's kind of what your thyroid function does. In a prep or any dieting phase, your body starts to have more of a down-regulated thyroid because it functions and thrives off of a higher intake. So it's kind of like when you reverse diet, your thyroid function starts to optimally trend as well.
Got it. Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So super easy fix here because your inactive thyroid looks great. You have a lot of storage for conversion. So with the addition of selenium and iodine, we should see that free T3 come up to a more optimal range, which we're looking to be between a 3.2 and a 4.0. And it's something I actually would really recommend. Your current lifestyle and your recovery that you're needing, I see your recovery is going to really skyrocket with this, especially in combination with BPC 157, which you are taking.
All right. Well, I'm in.
Okay. Just want to think that you have any questions.
And then what was exactly that called again?
IGF-1 LR3. I can send you the name of it too.
Yes, please. Please do.
What we have, and I love about your protocol, is we have a really wide scope of, we have cognitive, metabolism, immune, inflammatory, recovery related, and now this is like the final piece to the full picture where we have muscle growth.
And so I think it's really important that, you know, I would say us as women, you know, like we're advocating for all of us, not just women, but, you know, we're advocating for feeling better, you know, looking our best. Because I think that overall, when we feel our best, I think it transcends into, you know, looking our best. I try to just be authentic with like what I share, because I do think that I do think that Transcend as a whole provides a lot of knowledge. You know, this is not my specialty. And so I kind of like the fact that, you know, I can, you know, let's say partner, you know, with Transcend, and it'd be a family to me where, you know, I'm not a scientist, and I'm not, you know, I haven't taken courses to understand everything. And it kind of allows me to be more of like a learner and a listener, so that I can kind of learn from you and, you know, take some steps back and be like, you know what, I don't understand everything fully, and I like that I can kind of like rely on you for that, so thank you, honestly. That's what I really like about being with Transcend, is that it's not only about, you know, me feeling better and me having that connection with myself, but, you know, Transcend, I would say as a whole, allows me to learn. And to learn things that I normally would never even, you know, put myself in a position to learn. And I think it's important that no matter, you know, like where I am in my journey, you know, whether I'm, you know, over here doing something with makeup or something, or getting into this, or, you know, it doesn't matter what I'm doing in life, you know, like my body and my hormones, you know, should always be a priority to me. All right, well, I appreciate you. Thank you, seriously, and Merry Christmas.
Of course. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's you as well.
What's up, you guys? We are going to take you through Lucas's workout today. It is an upper body workout. It is an arm and delts focus workout. This is workout 3 from week 3, and we are going to make this as simple and efficient as possible. I'm currently very exhausted right now, and we had a very long day. We were actually supposed to do this workout today at 4 a.m., but we've just been super behind, and it's just been a lot with the holidays, and I'm going home for Christmas, so we just wanted to make sure that we were staying on top of our content and making sure that, you know, during the holidays, you know, we're all still training and we're getting after it, and, you know, we're focusing on becoming our best selves for 2024.
All right, I'm taking 2 supplements right now before we start our workout. I'm gonna take the Ghost Size, which is their creatine, and they had a little beta-alanine in there. And then I'm taking Ghost's Legend, which is their pre-workout. This is the strawberry lemonade Sour Patch Kids flavor, which is bomb flavor if you haven't had it. Okay, so the first movement we have is a dumbbell side raise with a 3-second negative. You're gonna see that Miranda's slightly leaned forward. We've talked about this a lot of times already, so we're not gonna go over form in depthly with the side raise. Just notice as she's raising, she's keeping her shoulders pulled down and her lats engaged. This is helping maximize that side delt, versus when you don't engage your lat, you're gonna shrug up and feel a little bit more in your trap. So we're trying to disengage the traps to maximize side delt engagement. And since this is our last set, she's gonna take it to failure. And you can notice that it's really controlled and fluid.
All right, next we have the rear delt. As you guys know from the last video, if you guys watched that one, you guys know that I can't do anything bent over right now. It's just too much pressure for my nose. So Lucas is doing the bent over rear delt. You'll notice that he's sitting back at his heels, and he's really bringing the dumbbells back into almost like I want to say almost like a Y position, where it's like, it's not like a T where it's straight out. And this actually helps him activate more of his rear delts and less trap. And now he's dying, so yay. Great set.
This is our last set of shoulder press. This set is by failure. So Miranda is going to rip this set. The really big goal when you're doing a shoulder press is just dialing in your foundation. So core tight, feet out, knees out, glutes on. Stack the dumbbells on top of your shoulders, control the weight, and just make sure you're working that full range of motion. The big thing that I see a lot of people do when they're doing shoulder presses is they like to half rep the weight. And like, yeah, you're still getting progress with it, but you're shortening the amount of development your delts can have. So the deeper you can take the weight and get that stretch in your delt, the more that you're gonna feel and grow your delts. Good set. There we go. Come on. Good. Empty. There we go. Good set.
All
So this is chest supported or what?
Chest supported upper back row.
Okay. All right, so here we have the upper body back supported chest row. I think I said that right. I don't fucking know. I'm so tired. I don't even know. But you'll notice that he's on a incline, obviously, and you'll notice that he's actually moving the dumbbells kind of like a T. And this is a very rear delt promenaded row, I would say. And he's really tired, I think. I think he's burning out. I don't even know what I said just now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea. That was a good set though. That's about what I know right now.
All right, the next movement we have is an overhand tricep extension. All right, so with the overhand tricep extension, what we're gonna do, she's gonna bring the weight down and keep her elbows tight. And then from here, she's gonna focus on keeping her tricep and her elbow vertical. So as she's here, she's gonna extend fully down, squeeze, 1, 2, 3. And when she comes to the top of the range of motion, the elbow stays stationary and she's coming all the way up so her forearm touches her bicep. She'll come here, tension still kept in the tricep. She'll come down and extend.
Now, is it okay if I was to have my, oh, I can't without hearing you.
You're good. So she just asked if it's okay for us to, if your elbows kind of move, especially like when you get more fatigued or tired. So when you're getting towards the end of the set on a failure set, it is okay if you kind of move your elbows to kind of use momentum to get the weight. But when you're at the beginning of your set, the focus is mostly on staying locked in that elbow vertical. That way we fatigue the tricep fully. And then when you do get to the end of your set where like it is harder to maintain that control, you can kind of jerk the weight a little bit and you use a little momentum to get the tricep down. So as you can see, she's really controlled. Oh, that was it. That was soft.
All right, you'll notice that he is keeping a lot of tension in his biceps and he's actually curling the bar, or, well, I can't speak right now. He's curling the bar to his nose, I want to say. And I would say he's doing that because he really wants to focus on that tension right by his shoulder. That's actually the area that I want to focus on too, with, you know, connecting my bicep to my shoulder. And you'll notice too, he's going heavy. He's actually really controlling this weight. And I would say one of Lucas's biggest improvements has been his arms that he has been drilling for the last like 6 years now. I'm really glad that his, effort of going to the gym 7 days a week for 5, years in a row has officially paid off, you guys. If you want to get big, just get a left arm sleeve and get some mountains and trees and just go have a nice day.
Neither of us really want to be here, but we're here.
Wait.
We're going to do a cable V bar curl. Miranda's like telling me to tell you guys that she's in a very slap happy mood.
I'm really tired.
And it's hard for her to think straight right now, and just accept her for who she is, because if you don't, you're despicable.
Can I say something? Lucas is being, selfish because he doesn't want to do more stuff work-wise that he has to. That's why I don't have my own microphone. I'm getting punished.
All right, that's not the case, guys. Right, we'll go to the exercise now. Okay, cable V-bar curl. So you're going to notice she's going to slightly pull her elbows forward. In that position, she's going to curl. So what this does, and it's kind of like what we did with the barbell curl, is by pulling your elbows forward, you're going to put more tension on the bicep. That way, when she gets to the top of the curl, which is up here, she's maintaining tension on the bicep as a whole. Miranda mentioned last video that it kind of helps with that upper insertion in your delt. I personally feel it there, and she does too. You might not. If you're really looking to develop that upper insertion with that bicep into your delt, pull down movements above your head will be the perfect exercise for that.
Miranda uses 2.5s, Lucas uses 10s. Yep. So we're doing the around the world exercise. This is honestly like a very simple movement that can be done very wrong. You'll notice that when he's actually bringing up the plates, he's actually targeting his delts first, and then, if he actually feels this in his traps, it's like the very last thing at the very top. I was actually talking to him about this earlier, and when I do this movement personally, like I feel a little bit of the movement in my chest, and I like adding this into my workouts, especially like at the end, like how we're doing it right now, because my chest doesn't really get a lot of, activation because of my, my breath augmentation, and I don't actually focus on chest like that anymore. So it's almost like you get a full range of motion with delts this entire set. And not only do you actually like fry yourself out doing this movement, it's just a great way to engage your delts, your side delt, your front delt, your rear delt, everything. And now he's just doing side raises just for the fun of it. So, yep, get on his level or get lost. All right, here we have the tricep machine push down. This is actually one of my favorite movements that I utilize, and I believe Lucas likes me doing this movement personally just because it activates my chest in a way that I don't actually get. You'll notice too that his posture is a little bit different than mine when he does this, and both are not wrong. It's just honestly, again, you know, it's all about the way that you feel it. You'll notice that he actually keeps his back a little bit more on the pad, and he really brings his elbows, you know, I would say completely away from his body. I don't do it like this just because it's very uncomfortable for my chest, so I try to keep everything very tight and like within my range of motion here. But now he's actually gonna lean over. Now he's a little bit more fried, and you know, let's say his tricep is hard as a rock. Jesus Christ, when did you get like this? Like, when did this happen? I have no idea.
I got like this because I work out 7 days a week, you know, and I got the forest on my own.
Oh, it was like a huge rock. It's a huge rock. But yeah, I would say anyways, on a serious note, this movement helps me activate my chest. And I would say this movement and the tricep that we did earlier are like probably the two best movements for me. So if you guys are having a hard time, you know, connecting your triceps and like not really feeling them, you know, properly, I would say personally, my recommendation would be to stick to cable stuff with triceps, and then also stick to a tricep machine like this, just because it's, you know, you can kind of feel out your range of motion. Like for example, if I sit down, you know, and I'm, you know, gonna go do my set, move this up a little bit. You know, you can kind of feel out, you know, where you feel it. And that's like the biggest thing is like, you know, I could talk to you about like, you know, I don't do it like this, but the form, you know, that we talk about doesn't matter. It's just kind of like those cues.
So you notice that she said like when she doesn't do it that way, the way she's doing it is because we're focused on targeting her pec more.
Yeah.
The goal with her isn't just triceps, where the goal with me is to focus more on like my tricep engagement. I want her chest to engage. So you're gonna see the chest engagement right here. It's not a lot, but it's enough to recruit muscle in her chest because we don't really work out her chest anymore. So the goal is to still work her chest without overdoing it because we're not trying to ruin what she got done with her breath augmentation with. What does a dinosaur sound like? She went, ah! I feel like a dinosaur's more like, ah. Okay, show me how a dinosaur looks. How does a dinosaur look? Pterodactyls? No, like the dinosaurs with the wings. That's a pterodactyl, Miranda. Okay, we're done.
No, like the one who like you're like, and do that again. All right, this is the end of this workout. On a serious note, I was not my best with explaining exercise today, and I'm aware of that. If you are a first-time watcher and you actually watched all the way through, you probably could have the perception of me that I'm an actual just idiot. I promise you I'm not. I don't even know how to sometimes explain why I'm tired, but I'm tired, and you know, the perception I think is that influencers or myself, I don't do anything all day, but you know, 5 years from now, I'm gonna look back at, you know, these moments and like these days that feel like never-ending years, and you know, it's all gonna make sense and it's all gonna be a part of the story, because you know, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be tired and confused and chaotic, and this is all supposed to happen right now. So just bear with us as we, you know, do these videos. Like, it's 1:18 a.m. right now, and Lucas was nice enough to come help me unpack some of my boxes. I had 15 packages today. Some of them I bought because Christmas presents and things like that, but you know, even doing like tasks like that sometimes is just, on a tired day, I'm just like, I don't want to do this right now, but we gotta do it, you know? But thanks guys for watching. We appreciate you. At this time, this video will already have been posted, so I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays, and just know that I am super grateful for your support and I'm thankful for you, so don't forget that. Bye.